Hello, everyone, and we are live. Can you please drop some comments in the chat if I'm audible, if you can hear me? So without much further ado, we're going to get into it. Welcome to the live stream of the Empowerment Club. Elvira Burns, your coach here, DJ and founder of the Empowerment Club, the online coaching platform where we become our best version. The objective of our live streams is to bring free coaching to the online audience and encourage them to join the Empowerment Club online program to lead a more successful, happier, and healthier life. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. While we're here, for our new viewers, please subscribe, turn on the notification button to stay abreast of what we're going to do, of all the new videos and so on. And thank you very much for your support. Today's live stream is dedicated to confidence, and the agenda is coaching, meditation, and Q&A for a smart, happy, confident, successful you, and also a healthy one. For those ones who are new, we are the Empowerment Club, and Elvira Burns, it's me. So I've created the Empowerment Club, which is an online coaching program for success, for overcoming stress, becoming confident. It's actually becoming a movement to master stress and confidence, a path to feeling great. We all want to feel great, don't we? You work hard to manifest your dreams, but your stress holds you back. So how to free yourself in the Empowerment Club? And you are here, you are in the extension, in the social media, you are the social side of the Empowerment Club. Welcome. Our program is really unique in the world. It's cutting edge. It's available 24/7 with your coach, myself, vested in your improvement. And nobody else has a program like this. I know because I have studied with most teachers. And just to let you know what our program is about, since you could be new, it's a 2 weeks of empowerment with one big weekly lesson, daily audio, meditation, daily work on your goals, coaching support and community by me and the online community. So we have our own platform. We are away from the social media, and you can just dedicate yourself to the task at hand, which is empowerment, getting your goals, and becoming unstoppable. Our solution is holistic. We are training the mind and the body in stress awareness methods. We understand the physiology of stress, understand goals process, use the awareness techniques to optimize daily life and action taking, spend dedicated 12 months on a sustainable transformation. We let go of past stress and become resilient to the new stress, and take as many action steps towards our dreams as we can. How can you fail? Our mind is the main object of focus because confidence, mental strength and flexibility, happiness and success, sports and business performance all depend on our mind. We train the mind to become more aware, more open, more spacious, to control stress, to solve problems better, to improve creativity, boost your health and happiness, and have better memory and enhanced studies. So basically, all the program functions and features are designed to help you overcome stress, to increase your confidence, and to give you the edge over your life, your work, and anything else you're trying to do. So you could be in your power to do whatever it pleases you. Our life is an ocean of stress. Our body is built on stress response. Whatever our mind thinks, good or bad, has an effect on the brain. The brain generates brain waves of various speeds to support various mental activities. We can consciously, with our mind, regulate how we respond to stress. Our mind controls itself, and it also controls stress regulation through awareness. And now to the program itself, you can get a sneak peek into it by signing in into your free kit, which we have a link in the description of the video sometime after the live stream. You're welcome to take a look and enjoy yourself there. So for now, we are going to go over um, the presentation, and I will take you through some interesting points. So just bear with me for a second. It looks like I may have to backtrack myself because I was going over and just basically rehearsing. Apologies for that, but life is life. We always get something that may distract us from what we are doing. And if that gets us to stress out, then we are the losers. So confidence, your success depends on it, and the path to feeling great. After all, why are we here? We want to feel great. Feeling great means also feeling confident. Life is stress, stress is life. So our life constantly throws something at us all day, every day. Even at night, we wake up and we feel stressed. And stress is also life. Without that tension, without the body generating a certain amount of tension, we are not going to be as alive as we should be. Tension in the body is life. And the online program, we have the global site, which is empowermentclub.online, and the Indian site, which is empowermentclub.in. And we are on a mission to empower 1 million people. So please help us do so, spread the word. And we hope that with this online free training, you can take the steps, you can get empowered, you can get inspired to look after yourself and start taking steps towards your own empowerment, your own confidence, and mastering stress. So we've already gone over that, so I will not repeat myself. And all the links are in the description. Please check them out. And also, we are offering the discounts to join for the global code and for the India code. You can take a screenshot, or the links are also mentioning all of this in the description of the video. Coaching, meditation, and Q&A. So let's start on the information about confidence. Empowerment is when you feel great. So I really would like you to feel great. I'd like you to start thinking what we are having together is actually a party. A party where we come together to celebrate, to enjoy ourselves, to play some music, to just be together for fun. And fun actually helps us relax, helps us do better at whatever that we plan to do. Because if we have that approach of fun to learning, to work, to anything else, we are going to be more successful. We are going to be more aware because the stress is going to be dialed down. So I do have a few things to talk about, and I'd like you to be an active participant in your mind. You can try and think how all of this can impact you and how it can help you. So we'll go over the summary of what we've been talking about in the previous live streams, and you can take a look at the previous live streams and learn something useful for yourself. How stress makes us feel bad, disempowered. So first, let's talk about problems. So the biggest problems we talked about is that our breathing becomes shallow and all of the bodily muscles are tightened. And of course, especially things like the speaking muscles, the muscles that you need to play sport with, or the shoulders where you need to be upright and confident when you speak. Power of mind relaxes muscles, improves breathing, and turns off excessive stress response. So you come back to yourself. Thoughts and emotions can stress us out because they directly activate our brain's stress response system, even when there is no actual danger in front of us. Your mind doesn't wait for life to stress you out. It can generate its own stress just by how you think about life. And that's why we have such an important focus on the mind. It's the mind that thinks. So it's the mind that needs to control itself. Awareness training to control stress response. These are all the meditative exercises that we go over daily in the Empowerment Club. And here we're just doing a meditation together, which includes some of those techniques. Stress makes you feel mentally disempowered by disabling the executive control parts of your brain, by putting the brain into survival mode, by narrowing your awareness. And so you see fewer options. It lowers confidence in your ability to cope, drains mental energy, leaving you without the resources to think effectively. So stress is in direct relationship with lowering confidence. If you are under stress, your confidence gets lowered. And if you remove stress, your confidence gets rebuilt, reestablished. Empowerment is about reversing the stress chain, calming the brain, restoring the control, broadening perception, and rebuilding confidence, and recharging energy for effective action. Our mind can turn off stress by activating the body's rest and repair system, the parasympathetic nervous system, and calming the brain's alarm centers. That's all extremely important. We relax, we start to feel better, we open up to the panorama of what's in front of us, and we see better solutions, we make better decisions, and so on. The benefits are countless. Your success, happiness, and health fully depend on how well you can control your stress response. That is true. So, once again, you must have goals. Otherwise, why would you be interested in confidence and how to control your stress and how to manifest your dreams? Is why you're actually here. So, you are freeing yourself right here in the Empowerment Club, even in this social media side, because we are creating the training for you, the meditation for you, so you can take action right away and improve yourself, make yourself feel better, clearer, even without joining our Empowerment Club online paid program. Of course, we would love you to join because that's where we really work hard on it all. So you're already here, part of the online social. So you're welcome to the Empowerment Club. You're members anyway. Confidence is the result of elimination of fearful concepts that turn on stress response. So this one is going to be probably a bit new to you. And this is going to take us some time to understand and digest because we want to get to the root of what happens with our confidence and how we can bring it back when we need it. Confidence is our true self, our true nature. You may never have heard about it. So this could be something new. Confidence cannot go low or high. It can be blocked or unblocked. And now the crucial point. This is the absolutely number one point. It's going to help you no matter what situation you are in, even if the whole world crashes down and atomic explosion happens or anything else. We have inner perfection because, and there are three different belief systems on this planet. If you believe in a perfect God, it creates only perfect stuff, including you. Nature is the second one. All is perfect in nature, and you are part of its perfection. And number three, karma means perfect nature like sky, plus some mental imperfections like clouds. So none of these systems say that you are inferior. You have inner perfection because you are part of overall perfection, no matter what you believe in. And that's what I firmly believe in too. You are 95% sky and 5% of clouds. So we are working with the clouds here. So we are working with 5% of negative emotions, stress, and all of that. But they're not your true self. They're not true you. They're not your nature. They're 5%. But they do feel like 95%. So whenever you think you are so bad, you're so negative, you're this and you're that, and you're starting to depreciate yourself, remember that you are part of the perfection and you're perfection. Low confidence means your natural confidence is blocked by these 5% of clouds. So, this is the fundamental principle of our work here in the Empowerment Club, online, offline, and anywhere else. And I have to give you caution. If you believe that you have no authority over yourself, something else rules you and you can't do anything, probably my teachings will not be helpful to you. And you're not my target market, so to speak. So please consult the power that controls you. But if you do believe, like I'm sure most of us, that we are inwardly perfect, inherently perfect, we have a perfect nature, and we have various blocks that gives us the platform to work with them. So blocks are thoughts and emotions, past memories, perceptions, beliefs, and future projections. As you can see, these are all stressful things. Limiting beliefs can be conscious from something that happened to you and you remember, oh, this did it to me. This is why I don't like it. For example, when I had a near drowning experience in my life in childhood and I couldn't swim, that caused a huge problem for me. Even some drops of water couldn't touch my face without me stopping to breathe and so on. It was a huge PTSD reaction for many years until I worked with myself and I eliminated it through various techniques. And the limiting beliefs can also be unconscious. You don't know where it comes from and why you have it. It just is. For example, I do not have a conscious perception why I have fear of heights, but I do work with it, and certain fears I have collapsed and I'm fine, but some of them I still do have because perhaps the situation is not that safe to be at those heights. And maybe it's just my mind telling me it's better to be safer. But with most height problems I had in the past, they've been resolved. So the conscious and the unconscious. And it doesn't matter because the techniques are very similar. The examples of limiting beliefs, and it might be a little bit harder to read if you're watching on a mobile phone on a smaller screen, but don't worry, you can come back to the video and pause it here and have a read of what it actually says. But limiting beliefs that people struggle with normally come from um, all kinds of stuff that happened in the past and also unconscious stuff. And the stuff that we think is like this: I'm not good enough. I don't deserve success. I can't change my situation. I'm too old, too young to start. I don't have enough time, and so on. So here I have listed around 25 various limiting beliefs. And actually, I recommend going through the list and take note of which beliefs apply to you personally and save them for the future, because you will be able to work with them, especially if you join the online program. We will be focusing it on a little bit more. Young and old have had some share of bad events in their life, significant stress that created a block. And you know what I'm talking about. You got scared by something, by the darkness, and now you have to turn on the light even if you are totally safe. And our mindset is covered up by these events. And these events typically what someone did to you or what you did to others. So negative memories come from childhood, from parents, siblings, other family members, kindergarten, school time groups, college, university, work and work experience. My boss abused me. My parents said I will never amount to anything. My siblings didn't like me, anything. Whatever the specific events that happened to you, I also suggest to go through the list. And on this list, there's around 28 items, and you can pick which specific events you remember that caused you to lose self confidence. And you will be able to work with them, release them, clean them up, and then your confidence will be back exposed. We need to clear and let go of emotional charge of past events or unconscious stuff in order to stop having limiting beliefs and to unblock our confidence. Because what happens when we experience fear? That points us in the direction that we're experiencing stress. And that points us in the direction that we have some kind of concept, conscious or unconscious, present on the mind that causes that. And that typically happens when we are trying to do our best or to do something that requires us to use our confidence. And that's how we discover we do not have the confidence to do this. Confidence is always tied to our wish to do something, to take an action step towards our dreams. Then fears, conscious and unconscious, kick in. Turn on stress response with physical tension and oxygen deprivation of emergency mode. We need to work with the conscious and unconscious in the meditative states of alpha and theta brain waves. That's where letting go occurs and clears the emotional charge out of your system and mind. The result is a freedom state of mind with very few thoughts and emotional charge for what you need to do. Clarity of natural confidence emerges. So let's just try and pause a little bit here and think about it. So, when our mind is in stress and the body is in stress, the brain gets the signal and turns on really fast brain waves. And that's when we typically tell ourselves, I should be confident, do this, you're confident, you're confident. And just doesn't work because the brain waves are fast and they are not conducive to processing your emotional response. So the emotional response, emotional charge, processing and letting go only occurs at the slower brain waves. So we have to put ourselves into slower brain waves consciously through meditative awareness training exercises or meditation. But here we're talking about specific exercises, specific awareness training exercises we have in the Empowerment Club, where we do them daily and we familiarize with the workings of them and we familiarize with the feelings and sensations of the stress response so we can let it go, clean it up, and basically become our better selves pretty quickly. So nothing comes without working on yourself, and working on yourself requires specific techniques, and these specific techniques require practice. With practice, you've heard about maybe that the brain needs to repeat something around 100 times to wire up a habit properly, and then you will feel, oh, it's easy for me to do. So that's why repetition is also the main method for such practices. What are the mental and emotional benefits of confidence? It is reduced stress and anxiety. Confident people are less likely to overthink or fear failure, which lowers stress. Improved resilience. Confidence helps you bounce back from setbacks instead of being paralyzed by them. Clear decision making. When you trust yourself, choices come faster and with less second guessing. Strong self belief. You're more likely to pursue goals because you feel capable of achieving them. Now, the social and relational benefits, better communication. Confidence allows you to express yourself clearly and assertively without being aggressive. greater influence and leadership. People naturally gravitate towards those who seem self assured. Healthier relationships. Confidence fosters boundaries and respect in interactions, reducing toxic dynamics. Attracting opportunities. A confident presence makes others more likely to trust, collaborate, and invest in you. Practical and life impacting benefits. Higher performance, confidence improves focus, problem solving, and creativity. Increased risk taking in pursuit of growth. You're willing to try new challenges, learn, and innovate. Career advancement. Employers and peers often reward confident people with promotions and responsibilities. Why? Because you can ask for them and you don't have mental blocks. Whether you get them or not, we are not sure. But without confidence of asking for what you want, how can you get it? Greater independence. Confidence reduces reliance on external validation and approval. Yes, you become basically happy with your own perfection and you let go of fearful concepts so they don't stir your stress response too much. So you're naturally confident without thinking I'm confident. Confidence is like a mental engine. It powers resilience, decision making, relationships, and opportunities. Without it, even talent and skill may not reach their full potential. And that's actually applied everywhere, especially sports, when the person is really working hard and training all the skills very well, but the confidence is not there. And they keep saying the mental game is off, the mental strength is not there, the mind is not focused enough. So, and then they say, well, need to practice more. But practice more of what? Not of what they're practicing already, which is the physical skills. It's the mind. So come to us. Any sports people that are listening, please join at least our YouTube channel and start listening and start applying it to yourselves. Actually, when I put together today's topic, I realized that it is so vast. We will continue pursuing it in all future live streams because it's basically the flip side of stress. If you're not stressed, what are you? You're confident. And if you're not confident, what are you? You're stressed. And all of this is tied to presence of fear or not presence of fear, of presence of limiting beliefs and concepts, or having none of those. Life is stress, stress is life. We've got to overcome this. We can't actually, why we have a movement? We can't continue being weak. We want to be feeling great, not weak. We want to feel strong mentally, resilient. We want to keep going until we try very hard and very well to get what we want. And then if we don't if we don't get it, we may have to switch to another goal, which is fine. But our confidence, our mental um, alertness, our clarity, our joy are going to be there to support us when we are unburdened, unencumbered by the presence of fear and fearful concepts, fearful memories. I personally use my awareness all the time to find any and all limiting beliefs, etc., to make sure I let go of them and I'm not stopped by my own mind. The mind will give you all kinds of problems. And I will tell you this. Today we're having a live stream, and I am not living in a place that is devoid of people. Yes, I have the palm tree at the back. Yes, I have palm trees around me, but I also have people and animals, and everyone has their life, and life is a little bit busy, and there are kids. So if I'm going to think that there's going to be no sound on a live stream, this is going to be giving me a huge stress. I'm going to try to think how these people are so bad and making sound. So this is how fearful concepts build. And if I accept and I let go of my stress mentally and physically, which takes practice and takes understanding of yourself and understanding of your, of course, equipment and all of that. And of course, right now, I don't have as bright a light as I would like to be to illuminate my face. So if I let all these nitty gritties to bring me down, then I'm in trouble. And how do I keep myself above board? It's to be honest, there's a few of these I will give you as an example. First of all, I need to recognize that life is not perfect. So live streaming requires either being in the basement, which I'm not going to be. My plan is to be live wherever I would like to be live. And for that, I have the probably the most reasonable microphone as I can get these days. And sound is the most difficult thing. So I'm not going to worry too much about it because later on I can edit if I like and enhance the audio. But that's not the point. I have to think, why am I here? What am I here to do? Am I here to create a perfect audio production? No. What am I here to do? I'm here to teach, or am I here to motivate? Kind of both, but I'm not here as a motivational speaker. I'm here more in the capacity of a teacher and coach who has some information to impart. And thinking about your benefit rather than my own comfort too much, putting my mind on you, on benefiting you, and providing you with the information gives me the confidence that I can handle these minor issues and that my training in awareness is going to help me to be aware of the sound of the dog, the sound of the children laughing, perhaps some other sounds, maybe the sounds of bikes and cars. And I am going to continue with the full focus because my focus is on you and on your benefit. And actually, I'm quite prepared. I have my slides, I have my whole thing set up. So there's this knowledge. I'm confident with what I know. Experience. I'm confident with my experience. I have experienced a lot and internationally. I am confident as an IT person with the systems that I have built and I'm using. And as we use them more, we get better at them. And at the moment, I'm testing this system. So at the moment, my resolution is 720p and I could go to full HD. But for that, I need to pay extra. And for that, I need to be sure that I do really like the software, which I'm starting to. So, as you can see, reasoning with yourself is extremely important. And also knowing how to diffuse your stress is also very important. And that's what we teach here. So, I want you to take a look at yourself and see what are the biggest things that trigger you. And just start writing these things down because they will come later handy when we actually start to work with these things a bit more specifically. So again, we are unique in the world. And unique meaning that everyone will give you a course and you just do it. And you're there by yourself. Here, no. I'm online. I'm also inside our community app, community program, which is separate from all the social media. You've got the lessons and you've got daily audios to listen to. So you are learning, you are listening and training your mind and your body. And also, you're working with your goals because why do you need confidence? You need confidence to sing well, to give great presentations, and so on. So, you must have goals. You want to be happy, you want to have a good relationship, you want to get married, and so on. You need to have confidence to ask the person you like out. Otherwise, someone else will do it and you will miss out. Please take a look at our channel, and there are some good videos for you to go through, especially the little course on the breathing techniques for success, because success means you are aware, and awareness means you have a lot of oxygen flowing to your brain. And for that, you need to master some good techniques to make sure that's happening. And yes, please check out the channel. Give us some comments, ask us questions. I really look forward to your questions, and I will build the answers into the future videos. Thank you. Fearless is a 30-minute retreat, so you can find it also on the channel. And that is a very helpful video. I built that for my clients in the past so that they can have a quick tune up anytime that They're not speaking to me, and I'm taking them through this and release and let go of what bothers them in a moment. So I recommend this video very much. I really like it myself. And lastly, we do have our online program, and you can actually go and sign up for a free goal setting and emotional clearing kit. I left the link in the description of the video. Take a look. I've organized some useful things, and especially the vision, the goals, the action steps, and the action. So our goal process that we use in the program. Um, there are around 6 pages in it, so you get to download it once you create your free login into the kit. Why this is important? We need a system to track ourselves each time we try to achieve something. If we don't know why we want to achieve something, which is vision, it's going to be difficult for us to be inspired again, again, and again, and again when we continue to do something difficult. If we don't know what exactly our goals are, then again, everything becomes not very clear and the goals change. So we need to catch them early when they change. Otherwise, we're pursuing old goals, but actually the goals have changed. Or we've dropped our goals and we need new goals. Action steps. That's basically where we start to get into real stress because the previous steps are to do with imagination, with wishing. But when it comes to doing, that's when the emotions take us over, our stress takes us over, everything speeds up, and and that's what we're here to help, because this is where the confidence drops. You want to do something, you want to do a live stream, and suddenly, the dog barking or the children's laughing are going to disrupt your activities. So you're not going to do it. Of course you will do it. So how are you going to do it? You need to know what action steps to take, right? So everything actually has action steps. And then the action itself. So we want to be taking action from a very relaxed, released, free, without fearful concepts state of mind. Freedom state of mind. That's what we're actually pursuing. Then when we think, okay, live stream today, whatever it is, even if there is an explosion, we're going to try and do it. And if something gets interrupted, we're going to go online and do it again. That's called the freedom state of mind, because I'm not thinking of anything that's going to interfere, because I don't need to. I am aware of interruptions, but they don't bother me. So please go into the link, sign in, download your goals process, have a read, ask me questions. I will be answering them. So self-paced program to overcome stress, that's what we do. Again, all links in the description. And if you like this video, you can support us by supporting us. There's a book, there's buy us a coffee, you can buy a t-shirt. So thank you very much for listening to this part. So now let's just come back to meditation. And if there are any questions, please drop them in the chat now or afterwards. I'm going to switch on a little bit of meditation music. I really hope you got inspired. I really hope you understand that you don't want to live in stress, in fear, in not pursuing your dreams. I encourage you to have dreams, to have a vision, to want things, good things, improvement. Why should we not want improvement of what we have if the improvement is needed? So be brave, have a big vision. For example, for me, the big vision is to empower 1 million people. I don't know if I can, but YouTube definitely as a channel makes that vision possible. I hope that I can, and I will work towards that, because there's nothing more satisfactory in my life than hearing people saying, I achieved what I wanted. Like in the case of an airline pilot that has been working with me for a long, long time. and she finally achieved the first captain. So let's give her a little clap. It's a woman. Go women. She's an A-class pilot, which means the top pilot. So when she starts her being the first class pilot, which is going to happen in January next year, but by then she does need to have additional training. She can start on certain training, but not the full-on training like lower class pilots will. So that's, if you are brave, if you, in this case, trust me, I'm asking you to trust me in this case, but you also have to trust your logic. You can tell that if you are fearful, this will stop you. It's not something new. You also know if you have a method and way to let go of your fears, and if your fears are gone, you're going to feel free. So if you feel free and you don't feel stressed, you will perform better. And I can tell you this from my corporate career. I was not performing as well as I could have because I was so stressed out at every step of the way. Because I did not have techniques. I did not have what I have now, what I actually collected throughout around 25 years of hard search all around the world, of practice. If I were to have what I have now, to give it to myself, I would have been a different person. I would have been more aware of what I need, what others need around me. And from there, the interaction with everybody would have been so much better. And I would have probably achieved slightly differently, maybe more, or gone to other fields or tried some things. But there are a few of those moments in life when you drop your fear, when something causes to drop your fear and you take steps. Wow, that takes you somewhere amazing. So dreaming is great. Start with dreams. The techniques we have, no problem. You can always even ask on the YouTube. I'm monitoring it. So go to the video, watch it, ask me questions. I will come back to you and I will let you know the answers. And if I don't know the answers, I will find them out. It's my strong point. I know my strong points. I know my weak points. But remember, 95% of all of us, without exception, is perfection. So now that you have listened to this preamble, which is to do with actually our perfection. So let's just focus on that one today. I'd like you to close your eyes. And since I'm managing the DJ equipment here, I might keep my eyes from time to time open. So close your eyes. Make yourself comfortable wherever you are sitting. I hope you're sitting. And take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to make sure you really fully come back to yourself. Just notice how you yourself are, first of all, the most precious experience in your life. Your own dreams, your own thinking, and your own internal world. And how that is the most precious internal space, permeates your whole life all the time. This is where the perfection unfolds. This is where the dreams are built and the love and compassion are sent out to oneself and everyone else. We don't like anybody to suffer, And we don't like ourselves to suffer. We don't like to experience tension, stress, pain, and neither does anybody else, not even the smallest insect. So let's notice relaxation that starts from appreciating our condition and appreciating our wishes for happiness, for greatness, for confidence, and achievement of what we set out to do for ourselves, our families, friends, community, country, and for the whole world. Let us also notice how peace within oneself, within the community, within the country and the world is crucial for our healthy functioning, for our well-being, and for our fulfillment of our wishes, be they spiritual or material. Let's contemplate the idea of peace. Peace actually has nothing to do with something happening or not happening. It has to do with us being aware of something happening. And it's not even the word acceptance, it's just being aware. Being aware of the distractions, being aware of speech and sounds coming from the environments, being aware of our sensations, pleasant, painful, taste in the mouth, and our perceptions of how things should be and what we want and what we don't want. And the emotions that accompany these feelings that keep coming and changing. So that is the real peace. The real peace is being aware of what's happening. So just let yourself be aware. Notice this part of yourself that is being aware. Notice what is being aware, who is being aware, and how one is being aware. You can hear the sounds, you can smell the smells, you can feel the sensations. You're thinking the thoughts and feeling pleasure or aversion towards them. This part of you that is aware is the real perfection, the real you, the true self. That is what's called to stay present. It is not the rigid way of pulling yourself or pushing yourself. It's just becoming aware of the inputs that your senses are processing, and also being aware that you are aware of those inputs. And just notice there's this fundamental peace, fundamental perfection, fundamental joy, confidence, and energy that are present. You are the perfection. Your confidence is there. It can only be blocked. It cannot go low or high. You just have to remove what blocks it. Just stay in whatever is present in your awareness. Just be aware. And if your thoughts and emotions come, tell yourself, I am aware. And you can always tell yourself, I'd like to stay in this state a little longer. And your thoughts and emotions will again calm down. As one of my teachers said, if you ask yourself nicely, you will get a good answer or a good reaction and agreement. And now we're going to bring ourselves back to the awareness of where we are and open our eyes. And you can rub your palms together just to make yourself wake up. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you feel great. I hope you were entertained. I hope you learned something. I will just check if there are any questions in the chat and say thank you to everybody. So since we don't have questions today, and this is only our third live, our audience is growing, which is wonderful. I wish you great health, happiness, success. Come back to your freedom state of mind and your natural confidence, which is who you truly are. And all the best. And I will see you next time. Bye.